Hi all, we're Zach and Annie, and this past year we moved our family of 5 from California to Scotland. So today, let's explore a new hidden gem together.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are in the lovely town of Dollar, Scotland.
Dollar is about 12 miles east of Stirling, 45 minutes an hour from Edinburgh, and the only memories I have of Dollar is losing against them playing rugby. So
Yeah.
we're here for a different occasion. We're actually trying to get some inspiration for our garden.
Yeah, so our back garden, we'll insert some clips. It is in a desperate state at the moment.
A pending mode. It's
Pending.
just functional at the moment.
After we put in the garden room, we wanted to sort of live with the space, see how we use it, and decide what to do with it. Okay, we had to relocate, I guess.
We picked the smallest road/pavement with the prettiest backdrop, so we had a lot of people passing us by. So we're just off to the side here. But as Annie was saying, our garden, both actually, but mainly the back garden, needs some work. So we're here for inspiration with all the beautiful cherry blossoms, and there's also a Japanese garden.
Yes, and so that's where we're getting inspiration from. We want to see what all can grow in Scotland and get some ideas. And
Get a bit more zen in our life, perhaps. But,
exactly.
ow.
And then check out Dollar and see everything that is on offer. Oh, thank you. We also brought our daughter with us. We dropped off the boys, and yeah, we'll see how this goes.
First stop, cake and coffee.
Yep. Here we are at cafe number 44. I got a chai latte. What'd you get, Zach?
Brownie.
Brownie.
Scottish tap water.
And then our daughter got the Malteser slice. Is that what you call it? So, yummy, yummy. Malteser slice. Looks like a pretty good brownie. All right, eat up. I think this is the fanciest laundromat I've ever seen. It's called Blush and Bubbles. Look how cute that is.
Hi, babies.
The last second.
Entering the Japanese garden.
AKA Jurassic Park.
Jurassic World. She comes as comic relief. So we pre-booked our tickets as it was strongly advised online, and I think this was totally worth it. There were only a handful of tickets left for our time slot, and we got those. My daughter was free, but my ticket and Zach's ticket were £8.50, and then we had to stand in a line for 10 to 15 minutes before being checked in. It was definitely worth the wait because the landscaped gardens are phenomenal.
It is steep by the water.
Come in. Watch me fall off and into it
Oh, you're,
while I'm filming.
it'd make a good video.
It is sort of precarious how it goes from 3 to 2. You're navigating it well. The lily pad.
Well done, you made it. Let's check for mommy makes okay.
No need to make it.
Thank you.
She's doing
I love
good.
the encouragement.
Oh, there's another one, another bridge. Look.
Another one?
Daddy, I don't see.
You want to do that one on your own?
Famous last words. I don't need help.
Is that pretty?
I'll just stand under jacket. That last line of defense.
He's a fish. Hey. That's a show.
The shark.
There's a shark
That's a
in
big
there.
fish.
Oh no.
That is a big fish.
Shark. How terrifying.
Hey.
Ooh, look at that cool little seat. Got these yellow flowering bushes. Don't know what those are. And then this is quite nice too. So after we finished up in the scenic area, we decided to venture over to Stewart Woodland, which has a kids adventure park as well as some other trails and walking paths. So we're in the adventure garden or adventure area, I forget what it's called right now. I just did that trail path and now we're walking around and just exploring all the different activities they have for kids. It's a lot cooler than I was expecting, so this is fun. Okay, Zach, take a look around. Which one's your favorite?
Quite like this giant tree stump one here. Good location as well, high on the hill.
Ah, that's a mansion. It's the one with the ladder.
Oh, I didn't even notice the ladder. That's cool.
Yeah, we haven't seen the ones down here. I like this one, staircase around the side. Haven't seen these ones. Oh, this is the one that looks like there was an old woman
Who lived in a shoe?
who lived in a shoe. That's what it was, yes. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. I think this is her house in real life.
I like how they've carved steps.
This is too cute. So that one's under construction and the one next to it's for sale. There's so many of them.
Tricked ya!
Trying to find the way out. Okay, so we just finished at the Japanese garden. Exactly where are we headed now?
We are headed to Castle Campbell, which I believe is a mid-17th century castle, which basically sits above the town of Dollar in like Dollar Glen. And I think Mary Queen of Scots spent some time at Castle Campbell. And
Do you remember its nickname?
it's like Dull or Grey Castle or something like that.
Wasn't it Castle Gloom?
Castle Gloom, which plays into, I believe, how Dollar got its name from old Celtic names for gloomy weather and gloomy and gray.
Dark and gloomy.
Yeah.
That's at least our favorite interpretation. There's others that people have on the internet as well, but that's the one we're gonna stick with, is that
Not really living up to today, though, are they?
That's sort of gloomy out there.
Gosh.
Look at all those little sheep. I'm gonna roll down my window. Oh, here they are. Go slow, Zach. Little babies. There they are. Oh, hi. Number 34, number 146. Hope you all have a nice day. Okay, we won't bother them. Too cute though. Aww. Time to go down an extremely tiny road. I love how everything's in bloom right now. Oh. Whiplash. We will definitely die if Zach loses control. It's a sheer drop-off.
Dollar Glen, a good way to go.
Dollar Glen. Buy a castle at least.
Castle.
Where is the castle?
Up here. This feels quite steep.
Yeah.
Didn't want easy access to castles, and it defeats the purpose.
So here we are at the over 500-year-old Castle Campbell, which impressively sits above the picturesque town of Dollar. With a population of around 2,800, home to one of Scotland's finest private schools, Dollar Academy, and a rich history with buildings dating back to the mid-17th century, you can see why this community is thriving and frequently visited. Okay, so after our short and sweet visit to Dollar yesterday, I think we're ready to go show you our back garden and let you see what we're working with.
Annie's been inspired by the Japanese garden. There's a lot of work to be done, so be forewarned. It's a work in progress, shall we say.
Yeah, so let's get out there. So we're up against a few challenges. We have limited privacy back here, limited space, and there's absolutely no design whatsoever at the moment. The decking has also seen better days, arguably, and we need a garden that's beginner friendly. It needs to be multifunctional, have place for the kids to play, us to have maybe a vegetable patch, but it also needs to be pretty. Hi, Finn. Okay, go show us your area. Let's go. So starting off, you can tell kids live here by all the chalk and everything you're gonna find in the garden, but let's look over here. Yep, you know we have kids because the only part of our washing that's out is a Spider-Man mask.
Don't show them that. Secret identity.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Okay, so let's show you what we're working with. I'll go into the corner and then Zach can point things out. Okay, Zach?
All right, starting here, got this nice big area of decking, which needs some TLC. The front boards down here are rotten out. So it's functioning perfectly fine at the moment. It doesn't feel like it's sagging or anything, but we're not sure what to do with this, whether we keep it as it is, sort of refinish it or start again or do...
I don't know if it would be better to do just like a cement slab along here. And then we obviously need to paint the back of the house, do this whole area. It's a lot of work.
Around the edge of the garden, we have about 1 meter plus of space. So we're hoping to maybe convert that into bike storage or some sort of storage because it's just sort of dead space at the moment.
Yeah.
And
oh, look at all this. We need to do something about the...
We do.
We. So as we said,
we need to do
a state
something
of disrepair
about
at the moment.
This actually is, this comparison to that, it was just a little pressure washing.
So just some more of that.
Some more of that again, yeah. We took down that gate there to give us a bit more access.
But we're thinking of taking, once we get the bikes into a different storage area over on that side, we're thinking of taking this all down and then making like a mud kitchen or something for the kids back around this area.
Because right now that gate or that wall fence rather is our
bike storage
clothesline and the back side of our bike storage lean-to. So there's other places we can do the laundry. So we're open to moving that and making things more open and
And
all
then
ideas.
Some
welcome.
of these are fruit trees, so I think we'll probably get rid of this. It's just sort of overgrown
Like
and has thorns.
like a
and
rose bush or something.
the kids get hurt. Yeah, roses, but it never is in bloom and it never really looks good.
No.
So that will come out, and then I don't know what type of tree this is, but I think it's pretty. If we could maybe transplant that somewhere else.
Pretty enough to stay.
And then this one is a fruit tree.
Is it little apples?
I think it's apples. So I want to keep the apple tree. Also, I'd love the trees to be around the perimeter more, and then planters here and over there.
Yeah, I know they need space, but they're kind of just plonked like in the
No
middle.
rhyme or reason. It's just sort of. So yeah, let us know what you think could give us better privacy around this side. But yeah, give us an idea of what you think could make the space look better. Then we have just sod. It's been too wet, so Zach hasn't been able to mow. Don't judge us too harshly.
We had our first grass cutting, I think it was like a week ago when the weather cleared up. But yeah, the grass is doing okay. It's pretty lumpy and bumpy in general. And then over in that corner, so this little Japanese maple used to be over there, right at the corner of the garden room, but we had to move it so they could put the garden room in. And it looks like it has survived.
It's slowly coming back to life, but we definitely don't want it just in the middle of the garden on its own like that.
We liked it enough to keep it, but I think it maybe...
I don't know if it can withstand another move. So we were letting it come back to life, but I don't know. So let's show them around. What we really want to keep is some grass in the middle of the yard for the kids to play in, and then do some type of walkway up to the garden room.
Yeah, these are just spare pavers that we had that I've just plonked down on the grass just so that we have a dry way to get to and from the garden room. I think, I don't know about that front edge, but definitely around here, we're thinking some sort of
Let me come over to this side.
raised planters or some sort of boundary to give it some delineation.
And then we'd love to have more trees so we have more privacy. I don't know. Ideas are welcome. We need all the help we can
Welcome
get.
and encouraged, because as you can see and probably hear, we are not experts at this by any stretch.
And we need ideas on what types of plants can grow quickly, what types of plants are good in Scotland and the East Lothian climate. And then
what type of plants might survive any.
we just want it to look pretty, but also be a place that the kids can play. So
Or if you own a landscaping company and you want to just come and experiment, be our guest.
yeah, you're welcome to experiment. And then the other thing, the kids have requested a water feature.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's actually happening, but
I remember asking my parents for a water feature for as long as I can remember, and
same.
we never got one. And having just had a little frog tank, I can understand why.
We don't need a ton of space back here for the kids to play, just fiddle around, because we have fields and parks really close to our house. But just somewhere for them to do some fun stuff. Anything else, Zach?
Don't think so.
What's the baby doing? Oh, and next week, Finnegan is getting his first stripping. So, want to explain what that is?
Yeah, so basically all this sort of fur is excess to requirement, and the groomer goes in and has a little technique and basically pulls out this hair, and he goes back to being nice and svelte and trim.
Because this coming month, Finnegan's going to have his birthday with me. Right, Finn? Finnegan's birthday is 2 days after mine. So maybe we'll just go out and celebrate somewhere. What do you think? Yeah. Thank you for coming along to the early planning stages.
This will make a great before and after video.
Well, all right. Take care.